It's the Master Mewtwo's teamed up with Vargie's Growlithe pack, facing off against the BGs and the horrible Hoppips. This is the last of the team battles for round number 5, and we'll see who can come out on top between these 4 teams. Of course, the Solomon's out for the Growlithe pack, and the Mewtwo's have their Moltres out on the field. Hoppips and BGs as well, sending out their Zamazenta and Yveltal. There goes a clear Smog against the Salamence, starting things off with a small hit, doing a little bit of damage. Salamence gonna start things off for the Growlithe pack. And goes for a Brutal Swing. Dark type move. It's not very effective against almost all the Pokemon, and it gets burned by its own partner, so probably should have gone for a different move. That's unfortunate. Salamence is also hurt by the Jacoba Berry on the Yveltal. So not a good start by that Salamence. Here comes a Boom Burst. That, of course, going to hit both Pokemon on the other, and the Zamazenta, actually. So 2 moves that hits everyone on the field. Because they're not really caring about their teammates here. It's not the best attitude to take. There goes the Icicle Crash. It is against Yveltal, which is super effective. So Yveltal takes a good amount of damage. Salamence has been hit hard in that first bit of the battle, and the Mewtwo's in the Growlithe pack not looking too hot, as both their teams are both Pokemon on their team is in the yellow. Not the greatest for them. There goes the Petal Dance from the Zamazenta, and that is against the Moltres. Not a big hit, and it gets burned. Moltres' Flame Body is actually doing some work. Of course, this time it's against its opponent and not its teammate. There goes the Mystical Fire from the Salamence, and that's going to be against Yveltal. Another good hit. Yveltal in the yellow, and takes a drop in a special attack stat. Now the retaliation from Yveltal goes for Dragon Darts. That would be super effective against Salamence, but it's against the Moltres instead. Moltres does go for its berry. Of course, it's going to raise the special attack, although Dragon Darts might actually... Oh, it hits both. I thought Dragon Darts would hit the same Pokemon twice, but no, it actually hit both Pokemon, and Salamence gets knocked out as it was super effective. Good move by the Yveltal. Here goes the Swords Dance from the Moltres, raising its attack stat. And there's your reminder to subscribe and like the video if you've been enjoying it so far. And of course, we always want to give a special thanks to our patrons for supporting the channel. There goes the Tyranitar now out on the field. Tyranitar, of course, going to put up the Sandstream. Here we go. So Tyranitar and Moltres on the field. Moltres in the red. Everyone is going to be hurt by the Sandstorm except for Tyranitar. Zamazenta going to start things off, still using the Petal Dance, and that does a good amount of damage to the Tyranitar. There goes a Flying Press. That could be super effective as well. Is it against Tyranitar? It is a super effective hit. Tyranitar is out immediately. Tyranitar is done. It was a crit as well. Tyranitar didn't even get a chance to do anything. Oh my gosh. The BGs and the Hoppips are out here for blood. Everyone hurt by the Sandstorm. There's 4 Pokemon left on the BGs and Hoppips, and only 2 left for the Growlithe pack and the Mewtwo's. Growlithe pack get to send out their Xerneas now. Moltres has just about no health, so in a way, it could be seen as 1 Pokemon versus 4. Xerneas versus everyone. We'll see if Moltres can make up for it and get some health back and maybe lend a hand. But it's not looking good. And the battle seems all but lost for the Mewtwo's in the Growlithe pack. Zamazenta still using the Petal Dance. Not very effective against Moltres, so it hangs on, but I don't know if it can withstand the Sandstorm. Zamazenta now confused after those moves. There goes the Xerneas with the Boom Burst, which will hit everyone. Oh, that's going to knock out the Moltres, though. If Moltres goes down, it knocks off the Yveltal as well, but I don't know if that's the best move for Xerneas to do. I mean, at least give yourself a little bit of a chance for Moltres to help out, and it didn't. Zamazenta, of course, in the red and is hurt by his burn. Will it be knocked out too? No, it's going to stay on the field. There are 3 Pokemon now left on the BGs and the Hoppips, and 1 for the Growlithe pack. So that's 1 versus 3 as the Yveltal was knocked out by that Moonburst as well. There goes Volcanion. Volcanion out. See what it can do. Xerneas with a huge uphill battle before it. There goes Zamazenta starting things off. Gets past the confusion and is going to go for a trick or treat. So that's going to add the ghost typing to that Xerneas. There's a fairy ghost Pokemon now. Does that exist? Is there a fairy ghost Pokemon? I'm not sure. There goes Xerneas now with the wing attack. That's neutral on both Pokemon that's out on the field. Probably should have gone against the Zamazenta since it was in the red. That would have knocked it out. But Volcanion takes a bit of damage. But then it goes for the Rock Wrecker. That's probably going to do a good amount of damage. Xerneas, yes, hit hard, but it hangs out above half health. Zamazenta is going to be knocked out by the burn. If it wasn't for that burn, it would still be alive for the next turn. But Zamazenta is knocked out because of the Sandstorm and the burn. And that's now 2 Pokemon for the BGs and the Hoppips. There we go. Groudon is now out. That is going to get rid of the Sandstorm as he puts up a Drought. So the Sunlight is out. We'll see if any Pokemon takes advantage of that. Volcanion is a Fire type. If it uses a stab Fire type move, that could be good. There goes Xerneas again, starting things off, this time with a Roar of Time. Roar of Time is against the Groudon. Oh, what a big hit. Groudon almost takes half its health. Groudon gonna go with the Magnet Rise, avoiding ground type moves. Not sure it needed to, but okay. We keep that in mind. Volcanion has to recharge after the Rock Wrecker that it used last turn. So Xerneas got a free turn without taking any hits. Xerneas has to recharge though, and that's the downside of using Roar of Time, especially when it's facing off against 2 Pokemon. Probably not the best idea. Groudon gonna put up the, what is this, Fairy? The Misty Terrain, I believe it was. Or no, this was Psychic Terrain. So Psychic Terrain is out, and we'll see what happens there. There goes the Take Down. Doesn't affect the Xerneas because they added the Ghost typing to it. So Xerneas gets to avoid that hit. Now, it didn't take any damage in that turn when it had to recharge. There goes Xerneas now with an Expanding Force. On the Psychic Terrain actually hits both Pokemon. What a huge hit. Is Xerneas going to come back? This could be a huge comeback for them. Oh my goodness. Groudon took a big hit. It's in the red now, while Volcanion in the yellow. A Memento. Oh, it was avoided, so it doesn't knock itself out. That would have been bad. Volcanion now with the Outrage doesn't affect the Fairy type Pokemon. BGs and Hoppits might be throwing this battle. I'm not sure what happened. Xerneas at one point was facing down 4 Pokemon. It's still alive, and it looks like it's going to take him out. There goes the Razor Shell. It's against the Groudon, which is super effective, and Groudon gets knocked out. Now it's 1-on-1. How did we get to this point? How did we get to this point? Are the Growlithe Pack undefeatable? I don't know what's happening. Xerneas unaffected by the move again, and it gets another chance to take out this Volcanion. Xerneas now goes for the attack. It's gonna go for Sure Up. It's gonna heal itself, taking the time to make sure it can survive. Now Xerneas has the advantage against the Volcanion. This battle seemed all but lost, and somehow the Growlithe Pack has clawed their way back into the battle. There goes the Electro Web. That's going to slow Xerneas down. It has been moving first. We'll see if now Volcanion can be faster after the Electro Web. There we go. Volcanion will move first now thanks to the Electro Web, and it's going to go for a Foul Play using Xerneas' own attack stat against it. Does a decent amount, but does not get it to half. Xerneas now goes for the Fire Fang. That's avoided. That would have been double resisted, so not the best move to use. And it could not hit that Volcanion. Here we go, Volcanion. Gonna try again this time. It goes for a Happy Hour. It's celebrating. I mean, if it was earlier in the battle, maybe it had a reason to celebrate, but right now the nerves have to be on for the BGs and the Hoppips. As the Growlithe Pack have come back, there goes a Stab, Draining Kiss. Xerneas continuing to heal itself, and that puts the Volcanion in the red. Gonna give some health back to the Xerneas, and now The tables have definitely turned, and it's all but over for the BGs and the Hoppips. We'll see what Volcanion can do. They might be able to land a strong hit. They go for an Eerie Spell. There it goes against the Xerneas. Does a decent amount of damage. And reduces PP of Metronome. Not a bad idea to use, but right now, I don't know if it's going to help them. There goes the Worry Seat. That's going to get rid of the Water Absorb. So now, Xerneas can hit it with neutral water type moves. Let's see if that works out. There goes the Volcanion. It's going to go on the attack with a quick attack. It doesn't affect the Xerneas because of the ghost typing. It wasn't the strongest move anyway, but that's unfortunate. And the headbutt from the Xerneas going to land. The headbutt takes the Volcanion out, and the Mewtwo's in the Growlithe pack actually win that battle. I can't believe they actually won after being down by so much. But the Xerneas came back and defeated all 4 Pokemon on the other side of the field. Xerneas by itself defeated 4 Pokemon. That was absolutely insane. I hope you enjoyed this match. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Stay tuned for more of the Metronome Madness League, and I will catch you next time.